My best friend used to suffer from depression, and the reason for her depression was because she had poor self-image. We were best friends for almost 8 years when I started noticing her depression. I tried to help her, but it didn't work. So I turned to her sister, and she told me that she had also tried to help her, but she had failed. Depression it's often said that depression is the result of chemical imbalance, which is partially true, but it doesn't fully explain how complex this disease really is. Depression is a result of a combination of recent events and personal factors combined together with the chemical imbalance. Research suggests that problems like loneliness, difficulties finding a job, living in an abusive relationship, and work stress are more likely to cause depression than recent life stresses. Depression can run in families in which some people are at a great genetic risk. The two main causes of depression are alcohol or drug use and medical illness. Medical illness is when you're dealing with the stress or worry of coping with a serious illness, especially when someone is dealing with a long-term management or chronic pain. Some people with depression also have drug or alcohol problems, which is bad because when you consume too much drugs or alcohol, it can lead to overdose, which can lead to death. When talking with a depressed person, with a friend or family, please try to be thoughtful and remember that these people aren't weird and that it wasn't their choice to have depression. You shouldn't move away from them because you just being there is another step for them to overcome depression. Depression is a common illness worldwide with more than 300 million people affected, in which 58% are teenagers and 42% are adults. Depression is very different from our usual mood swings and our short-lived emotional responses to the challenges in our everyday life. If not treated sooner, depression can lead to suicide. Close to 800,000 people in the world die due to suicide every year, making it the second leading cause of death in the world. How can you help such a depressed person, you may ask? Well, you might help them with their chores or homework, and this will help them not to feel very overwhelmed. How am I so sure that all of this helps? Audrey's parents tried therapy. They went around session to session, but every therapist demanded that Audrey got on a lot of medication and to ease her depression. But her parents saw that the medication wasn't helping, and that it was just a waste of time. So they turned to a psychologist who didn't need any medicine at all and just listened to what she had to say. Audrey told me that after talking to the psychologist, she felt like a huge weight had been lifted off her shoulders. From this story I just told you, we can learn that medicine or drugs are not the problems is not always the solution to all our problems. Celebrities like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, J.K. Rowling, Trevor Noah, Chris Evans, and Princess Diana were also victims of depression and have overcome it. If these famous people can overcome depression, what makes you think that you can't? Stop hating yourself for everything that you aren't, and start loving yourself for everything that you are. Thank you.